Oh, is it Red Planet?
Red Faction.
Red Faction, yeah, Red Faction probably.
World premiere. If it's another Red Faction Guerrilla, oh my god, I will shit.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a Red Faction game. No, Metro.
In 2077, they voted my city the worst place to live in America.
What?
Main
This is a
issues,
Watch Dogs or
sky-high rate
Sleeping
of
Dogs?
violence,
A new Sleeping
and more
Dogs?
people living below the poverty line than anywhere else.
What is this? What?
Oh, it's
Can't
Cyberpunk.
deny it, it's all true.
Oh my god, you're
Everybody
right.
Still wants to live here. This city's always got a promise for you. Might be a lie, an illusion, but it's there, just around the corner.
Oh god.
It keeps you going.
Woo!
Finally, we have footage of that game.
Cyberpunk, guys.
Cyberpunk 2077.
It's a city of dreams, and I'm a big dreamer.
Oh, dude, we're gonna be spending so much time in this game when this comes out. So much time in this game. It's gonna be stupid ridiculous. I want to see gameplay though. I don't know what this is.
How badass. Oh my god.
Is this a first person, third person? What is this?
Oh my god. That gave me goosebumps.
Oh, dude.
Holy crap.
I'm like, guys, as you know, I'm a big fan of cyberpunky games. Like, obviously, like the new redesign of the channel is heavily inspired by cyberpunky stuff. That's gonna be crazy. Oh, that's Tomb Raider. Yeah, that's just a mashup. This is the end, essentially. Guys, don't forget, you still have a few minutes left to jump into my chat really quickly if you are at Tainted. Type in ! Rising 4 if you're interested in a free copy of Dead Rising 4. Giving that out in a few minutes.
So make sure you do ! multi, hop in that multi link, and then do it there in his chat. So now that Xbox Expo is done, I have a lot to say about a few games.
The new Ori was announced last year, so just like we just saw a gameplay of it instead of just like a tease like last year. But
I just want to make sure it's over.
yeah, it silently adds your name to the list. Yeah, you won't receive a confirmation, but you're I can confirm you guys are in. Yeah.
And chat, I want to talk with all of you too, because I want to get your input. But of course, I want, like, you know me, I'm gonna be like saying exactly how I feel and what I think, and sometimes it's not pretty. So that was really good, I have to say. But I want to fall out now. I know, man. All right.
Okay, so as much as I like, here's the thing. As much as I sometimes like I wanna be like, you know, snarky and stuff about certain things, I can't. So I'm gonna let Tainted be that voice. I can't.
You guys have to
because
understand.
Yeah.
He can't. He works with Square Enix, or in like you work with them pretty much.
Yeah. So
he
like,
works in the studio, so he can't really talk anything bad about devs, which you shouldn't anyway.
yeah, I shouldn't anyway. But like, I can't say anything bad, like overly bad about any dev studio whatsoever. Because
Right, and I don't plan on saying anything bad, but it's just
yeah. So like, even in something like, you know, I would be like, I wish sometimes I could be like Angry Joe and just be like super pissed at something when something pisses me off for real. But I'll let that to Tainted. I'll be more like the devil's advocate, and I'll be more like friendly. Nothing pisses me off, by the way, at this conference. Like, everything was pretty cool. But
nothing really pissed me off. All that I was disappointed that Xbox is.
Yeah,
I was disappointed in. First off, Sea of Thieves, because one of my favorite game studios of all time that created my favorite game of all time, Conker's Bad Fur Day, made this, and I had high hopes, but I was a part of the founders, and I did a lot of beta testing for that game before anybody else could play it, and that's why I never bought it, because I just was scared. I was like, yeah, it's okay, but there's just not enough to it. And I was just thinking, well, maybe we're not able to play everything that there is. So hopefully at launch, everything that they've talked about, everything we're knowing about, hopefully it's going to be there. But no, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. But yeah. So like, it's, dude. The thing is like with Sea of Thieves, it just ended up being like an empty space. It feels like, like it was just like, oh, here's like a sandbox in which nothing happens really, and you have to make your own story and your own stuff, which is great for some people, lackluster for me. That's why I didn't jump on the bandwagon. That's why I kept and waited. And when people started playing it and they were all saying the same thing, I was like, okay, I'm gonna pass on that. Especially since me and Tainted don't have like infinite resources to play games. Like at some point we need to make a choice as to which game we buy.
Yeah,
and things.
exactly.
And so like. That's why sometimes, like, there was a new game coming out recently called Agony, and I was really excited to play it, and I had planned on buying it and everything, but I waited and just saw, like, the few reviews of people, and everybody saying that it was, like, basically crap and a waste of $40, and I decided to put that $40 to good use instead. So, yeah.
All right, so I'm just trying to get all the announced games that they announced for the Xbox and all that
stuff. I
stuff.
tried to find a list. Did you find a list?
Well, I'm trying to find one because I honestly have a piece.
I forgot some of them.
I have a
there
notepad.
was so many of them, dude.
I have a notepad by me, but I forgot a pencil, and I just totally slipped my mind about writing all the game names down. But
I'll do that for the Bethesda and the Volver, and I'll do that for.
I plan on doing.
Hey
that
Jack, what's up, dude?
Too.
Jack says "I," by the way.
Jack.
Yeah, Commander Orsus, probably saw him in his chat and everything, but he's just dropped by and he said, "I Shino, I Tainted."
Oh, hey, buddy. I'm trying to find maybe a list. If anything else, chat. What is your favorite? What did you see? What are you excited for, and all that? And what do you want my 2 cents and Shino's 2 cents on? Like, be honest. If you know that there's a game that you want to hear my opinion on and Shino's opinion on, or good or bad, let us know while we're trying to find this list.
I'm
I would
looking
like
for a
to
list.
know.
Yeah, I would love a list, to be honest. It just might be like we're too close to the end, so like the websites are not done yet updating lists.
Yeah.
So like we're just like shit. I'm gonna, you know what? We're gonna make sure that we do that for the next one though. Like Bethesda and all the other ones, I'm gonna keep. Like every time
I just have to get up and get a pencil, and I'll be ready.
RE Shadows died twice. DMC 5. In a jump game? What was a jump game? Jump game. What? Does that ring a bell for you, man?
Mm-mm.
Jump game?
I was hoping there'd be some on Xbox.
Dude, there's got to be a list, man. I can't believe there's no list. I should have wrote it down, dude.
That's all right. Anyway,
Jump Force.
I do have something I want to talk about. You guys probably know. Division 2.
Oh, yeah.
For those of you out there that remembered, like, because I started streaming, like, first time ever when Division was getting ready to be announced and getting ready to be released. I talked so much about it and talked it up so much, not only because it's Tom Clancy, which I love his stories. I love his game, or the games that Ubisoft makes with his stories. I was super excited about Division.
Got the list. Got it. Sending you the list right now.
Oh, you got a list? Oh, hell yeah.
Found it. Found the list.
All right, we'll get on the list.
There we go.
We'll get on the list
there we go,
first.
chat. Posted it in both chat. Posted it in Discord for you, Tainted. And got everything running.
So we'll go down the list and talk about stuff. But
Yeah, let's just talk about everything in order. Right out of the gate, it was Halo Infinite. Which, I mean, I'm not excited about, but I've never played any Halo games before. So, I'm happy that you guys are excited. If you guys played Halo before and you're excited, fantastic. But yeah, that didn't do much for me. I thought, honestly, it was going to be something else. Like, because it didn't look like an Halo game at all at first, right? Like, it looked like just like freaking rhinos and just dinosaurs. That, it seemed that way. And people were calling out like, oh, maybe it's like Jurassic Park or something. And then you see like Master Chief and you're just like, oh, okay. Oh, no, it's not. Obviously, it's not. Hey, Echo, what's up?
Yeah, the first thing I wanted to say was Halo. But I was like, I don't know, because as the camera was panning up through that hole, I saw if you saw there was rings.
Yeah, there were rings.
Which are the Halo, but
Yeah.
they were just grown over and they didn't look like Halo rings. And I was like, ugh. And then here's one thing that I didn't even notice, but Gilly noticed. He said if you look down in the field after you get out of the hole, you see a warthog in the field. So I didn't notice that.
I didn't notice that
but
either.
That's how Gilly was like, oh, that's Halo.
You're right.
I'm excited.
I didn't pay attention to that.
I'm excited for this, and I know it's Halo Infinite, and people are all like, "Oh, it's just a side story." One of the best games for Halo was Halo Reach, in my opinion. That was one of the best Halo games, and that didn't go along exactly with the storyline of how the game should be going. This, I think, it's going to because it's another Master Chief protagonist, but I don't know, man. I don't know, because Halo, they've done the same thing over and over. Halo 2 is what got me into online competitive gaming, 100%. But they never really strayed away from how that gameplay was mechanically. Some a little bit, but not much. I don't know if they're going to. And I just think the way it plays now, single player will be amazing, and I can't wait to play that. But as for competitive against other people, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. So I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. I'm excited, but I'll need a lot more information and some gameplay footage as well for multiplayer.
First, it was the most fun for you, Echo. Reach and ODST were side stories and were great. Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Dude.
But like,
yes.
okay, you guys need to understand. I never owned an Xbox in my entire life. Now, Van owns a 360, so we have a 360 at home, and I just never booted it up. Essentially, it just sits there. But if I do get my hands on a capture card, I'd be down to do all the freaking. Maybe not all of the Halo games, because that would be like it would be a bit too much.
Well, all you have to do is Halo Remastered, because they have that out. The Halo Remastered. Halo 2's a must. That is a must.
Yeah,
and if you have Halo Remastered, if you have Halo Remastered, you might as well do that because it has Halo Remastered. The first one has second and all that.
Are these on PC though? The remastered?
I don't know. I don't think Remastered is. I think Remastered is only on Xbox as well.
Oh.
I think Halo 4 is the only one. No, not Halo 4. I'm thinking of Gears, but no, none of the Halos are on PC.
I'd be down to do the Gears of War at the very least. At the very least, do the Gears of War, especially because I'm excited for the new Gears thing. But we're going to talk about that later. After Halo,
Blind Forest.
there was a preview of Ori in the Will of the Wisps.
I have no thoughts on that.
Ori and the Will of the Wisp. It looks freaking pretty. It looks great.
And
but
I've heard good things about the story, but
I've heard good things about the first one too. Like everybody that plays the first one says they cried. That's like how touching it was.
I've heard that too.
I'm gonna be playing Ori the first one for sure before the release of the second one. So I've like literally as we're talking, I'm adding games because I have a list that you guys don't see. It's a list of like it's just my just so I know where I'm going for the coming year and all the release dates and all that stuff. And I know like I try to time my stuff better and add games like I know right now like what are my next 4 big titles, my next 4 indie titles, and I have a list of other games that I can squeeze in and stuff. So I just added Ori to that list, and I added to the future list of next year Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Excited to play these games. They look great. I'm all about indie games. Tainted Nose, because I play tons of indie titles on the stream. So, but yeah, I'm excited for that one. After that, there was the Samurai Souls-like game called Sekiro. That I'm pumped. That I'm really pumped. But I'm sad because it's probably going to be only on Xbox One, which means I'm probably going to have to grab an Xbox One at some point if I want to play it. I know that you're not big on Souls-like games.
The only reason was I'm not huge on. I don't mind. I'm not huge on fantasy, like the fantasy world of like let's say ESO or Dark Souls. I don't mind it. It's okay. But the reason why I couldn't play it is because of the fact of it would make me rage. I am a rage gamer. I'm very competitive, and if it's something that I can't get by or it just irks me in a way, I can't do it. It just one thing that they always say: if the streamer's having fun, the chat will have fun. If the streamer is miserable, the toxic people will come in and have fun.
Yeah.
So it's like But on that note, I like the universe and stuff that seems to be in, which is weird because I don't like anime and like that kind of stuff. But that kind of reminded me of like For Honor, when it has the samurais and stuff that the art styles, the maps, and all that. It reminded me of that, which I think is really cool. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna play it. It's something that I'm not gonna play day one, but it's something I'll definitely play in the future.
Oh, for sure, man. Yeah, I'm very, yeah. It looks, yeah. I mean, I would love to play it in the future. And I don't know when, though, depending on, like, if it releases on PC. I doubt it will, for some reason. Probably going to keep it, like they did with Bloodborne, keep it on the console. If that's the case, then I might actually not play it, depending on, like, I don't know. Yeah, if he's not around, I'll re-roll. I'll just give it a minute. And we'll see. If he's not still around, I'll just re-roll the winner. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if he left or not.
See, there's a couple of these games that I'm not going to have an opinion about. That
well, I mean,
I think some people in my chat won't even have opinions about. But just going over them, I just want to say right now, if there's information that you want me to say or whatever, I'm probably not going to say anything because I don't have an opinion.
Then there was Fallout 76 trailer, which
oh my god,
oh my fucking god. I was okay. Here's the thing. Before going in, and we talked about that at work. I talked about it with Cypher Cult at work too, and with Ninja Caribou if he's still in chat. We talked about that a lot, and we were talking about the game, and I was like, I hope it's not a Rust game per se. I would rather have a smaller in size co-op experience than having like this massive world where just like it just turns into like an Age of Conan, which is fine, but I'm not sure I want that in my Fallout universe. Like I was kind of expecting, like, here's what I want if it's a survival game. I want the smaller in scope of like the squad size of like the forest, for example. So I like the idea of being like maybe like 4 or 5 people, and we're just like trying to, you know, scavenge and live in that world and just trying to survive, and then having like an entire like 500, like 100 people running around in the game and just like building shit left and right. And I don't know, like it just, I guess it's fine either way, but one excites me more than the other. Like I'm more excited in a like closer to like a solo experience of a Fallout game, but with co-op, like with like up to maybe 4 or 5 people in your team. I think that'd be great. But what do you think, Tintin? I know you're big on
knowing Bethesda and knowing the Fallout series and where it's been, where it's going, like where it's been and where it's going to go, or where it's at now, I should say. Everything was such speculation with that one little teaser. That's all it was speculation, and some of it I was excited about, which anything to do with PvP or not PvP, multiplayer. Everybody's saying it's going to be like a Fallout Rust or Ark or something. And I'm like, there's no way. It's not going to be that way, because there's no way they're going to take that universe and that title and sell it out when if you look back, every single Bethesda game that's come out, they've redone Doom. They've redone so many other things, competitive, Quake, and they've done it not just right, but beyond right. They've done it amazing. They've done it justice. So I really think this is just something that they've listened to people throughout the years saying, oh, dude, we want multiplayer. We want this, that, and this, that. The map's 4 times bigger. So obviously it's going to have something to do with multiplayer.
Dude, 4 times bigger
four
map?
Times bigger than a regular Fallout 4. That's what
Fallout 4 was pretty. I found Fallout 4 to be pretty darn big.
If you look at the scope of it, for a game that has a map and the map size, for a server that can hold around let's say 75 people, like Conan or DayZ or Rust or whatever, it would have to be double the size of the map. No, not double. Like 10 times the size. I forgot the measurements. But for being 4 times the size of Fallout 4's map, I would say they're going to limit it to a good party amount. Not like a full server where you're like building your base and you're running a like amongst strangers and stuff. I could be wrong, but I think it's going to have something to do with a co-op and maybe even some sort of like free play, free roam.
He's not here yet, Zeno. No, I'm giving it a couple more minutes. If he's not there, I'm going to pick another winner. It's all good, man. It's more chances for you guys. It's more chances for you guys. It's all good.
They were kind of head that way in the with the building, the scavenging. They make things. In 4, that's what they were preparing for. And
I
think everybody suspected that. And there's going to be base building. But what I'm saying is it's going to be like free play. You'll be in the map. You'll be able to do your missions, and you'll be able to have friends in with you. Or it might be a free open lobby, but it's not going to be a map that can hold 75 people. I highly doubt. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. But who knows? Where did you get those details about Fallout 76? The details that I got that were saying 4 times as big as Fallout 4's map, they just announced it.
They just announced it. Yeah, that's what they just said.
On the Xbox. So they're going to be back later to talk more about it. So I'm not going to go like super
tonight,
deep,
actually.
And I'm not going to say I'm right or wrong. I'm just saying I think it's going to have something to do with, of course, free roam building. It's going to be a survival game, but probably not at the scope as people are worried about. I think it's going to be way more in depth in the Fallout universe, but I guess we'll find out later.
I think he's saying that.
We're talking about it, man. We're talking about it.
Yeah, we're both thinking about it. After that, there was an announcement for Captain Spirit. Actually, the name of the game is The Awesome Adventure of Captain Spirit. That one I can tell you a little bit about because that's the game I've been working on. I've been working on that game for the past like almost 6 months. And it's very exciting to just even see it on the screen at E3, you know, like just watching E3 and for the very first time in my life watching E3 and seeing a title that I knew was coming, but not only that, but I worked on.
That'd be cool.
It's really a weird feeling. Like it's both great and humbling. And it's like if you're a fan of Life is Strange, it is in the same universe. It's from the same makers of the first Life is Strange.
And you can tell right off the bat too.
Yeah, you could tell. It's obviously like this title, like the Awesome Adventure of Captain Spirit, is a smaller in scope title as a full Life is Strange because it's free. You know, like they already announced it. It's free. It's going to come out free on June 26th. They said as much during the conference. I'm excited for you guys to pick it up and tell me what you think about it. If you're a fan of Life is Strange, man, you're gonna love that game. I'm probably not gonna stream it, even though I streamed the first game and the Life is Strange one and I freaking loved it. It's not only on Xbox. No, it's everywhere. PC, PlayStation, Xbox. The only thing it's not coming out on is Switch. Yeah, it's that I can confirm because I've personally tested it on all. So I can tell you that much. I've worked on it on every consoles, but I don't work for Sony. No, I work for Square Enix. Yeah, I work for the publisher of the game. That's why I already knew some of the titles that we're going to talk about soon, because like I just walk in the office and I see people working on these titles. I talk to people working on these titles. I've seen glimpses of these titles already. I already know titles that you guys have not even dreamed of yet that I know, but obviously I can talk about it, but it's interesting. I'm excited for Square Enix announcement because like honestly, I thought Just Cause 4 was going to be only revealed at the Square Enix conference, which blows my mind a little bit because I'm like, okay, well that's big titles already announced and stuff. Like I'm curious as to what else they're gonna announce, because I know of so many titles, but I don't know which one are gonna be announced or not. So yeah, like it's very exciting. So yeah, Captain Spirit, I'm probably not gonna stream it. The reason for that is I'm getting sick of it, but it's not because of the game itself. It's just, I guarantee you guys, if you spend 6 months playing a game and doing the same thing over and over and over for every single day for 6 months in a row, at some point you're just like, you know what, I'm done. Like, the game is great, I can't do it anymore. So don't hold it against me if I don't stream the game I worked on. I might actually do it, but I've talked about with some people at work, my bosses especially, because I was like, oh, maybe it would be worth streaming it if I were to give, like, you know, oh, by the way, like, there used to be, like, you know, this song playing here, but they changed it or something, and I'm not even allowed to do that. So so since I can do that, there's not really any reason for me to stream a game that I know by heart, because it wouldn't be even interesting, because I would just walk straight to every objective because I know where everything is, you know. Like, it's not like, you know, it wouldn't be like a first, you know, a first view of a game like I usually do when I play a game. Like, I go in blind. That one, I'm 100,000% not blind. Like, I know everything inside and out. But honestly, guys, pick it up. It's fantastic. We all loved it at work. We're very happy that it's finally announced and it's finally going to be in your hands very soon. Dude, June 26th, it's in 16 days. Like, that's pretty crazy. Talking about the awesome adventure of Captain Spirit. It is in the same universe as Life is Strange. It's a smaller game in scope because the goal was to, you know, give it away for free. So I really, honestly, I think it's pretty darn amazing. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So let's move on. Crackdown 3. I have nothing to say about that, so go.
I didn't say anything about Captain Spirit.
Oh, you wanted to say something? Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I played Life is Strange, and I think some of you were there. It was way back, but some of you were there because someone, like, they wanted me to play it. And I don't usually do a lot of single players unless they're really compelling, something that can really drag you in. And I played Life is Strange, and for real, it was like one of the only games where I openly just, like, I got so invested in the characters, and at the end, it made me cry. It made me cry, like, on stream. It was that good. And with this game, I can tell by looking at it, it's going to have that same feel. It's going to have that story. And honestly, Shino, I feel bad for you, dude, because if it's that good, that feeling that I had when I first played the first Life is Strange, I will never forget that feeling.
Yeah, I know.
Never forget it. And just by the looks of this game, I hope to have that feeling again of just being so invested, you know, loving the story. And it just, I think it looks, you didn't really see that much of it, but just from the little bit I saw, and it's Square Enix, they tell amazing stories, especially in that universe. And I think it's definitely something I'm going to play, and definitely something I'm going to stream and probably cry at the end of.
Well, let me know.
I'm a hard ass too, all right? I don't cry. I'm a goddamn man. But if it's
America,
like real, man,
we don't cry.
No, if it's real, man, it hits me right in the feels, and that game can. So.
Yeah, no, definitely, and I'm looking forward to know, like, what you think of it, what Sake thinks of it as a streamer as well, but, like, also, like, just regular viewers, people. I want to know what you guys think about it when you do grab it, if you do play it. Like you said, like, it's hard because, like, working for a gaming company and working in that industry is one of the better experience in life I've ever got. As a working experience, it's been a blessing and it's been amazing. But on the other hand, it ruins game for you in a way, because, like, that game, as good as it is, I can't play it anymore. I can't even, like, I can barely stand it, because, like, it's fucking good, but I'm tired of it because I've played so much of it already. So, like, that's why, like, sometimes I'm glad I'm not on those bigger projects, or even like the collective, the Square Enix collective. Like, I see the games that they come out with. Like, recently we did Forgotten Hand on stream. That game was mind-blowingly freaking fun, and I'm happy that I didn't get to test it, although I would have loved to test it. Like, I'm looking at the title, I'm playing it, and I'm just like, oh god, I wish I would have tested that game. But at the same time, I kind of don't, because it would ruin the experience afterwards for me to be able to stream it and play it proper and get that first experience feeling again. Because like the first experience feeling I get from one of these games that you're working on is like on a pre-alpha stage. So like it's not as impactful. Like, yeah, the story is impactful and stuff, but when you see like flying pink squares in the screen and stuff, because like not everything has been like not